All-Stars housemate to be evicted. Uriel.
No! What? I said this very thing about the jury. The very moment Big Brother said he was going to introduce the jury, I knew that there will always be sentiment. I was kicking against it. But so many of you came to the comment section saying, no, that Big Brother knows what he's doing and all of that. I have to say that whoever thought out this, whoever thought that this whole jury thing is going to be okay, then the person needs to actually go back again and rethink it. As it is now, it's safe to say that Biggie or the organizers have their candidates. Because explain to me why the fans get to vote, put their vote, like put in the money to vote for their favorite housemates to stay in the house. And then we now have three people that they call themselves jury, who come and change entirely everything that millions of people have sat down to vote. Like, if this is not INEC playing out here, then what exactly is playing out here? Can someone please explain to me what exactly is going on here? How can we have Seyi bottom three for 2 good weeks, and then we're still seeing Seyi in the house? Not like I have anything against the guy. The thing is that the housemates I like, funny enough, have not been in bottom 3 or whatever. But I'm saying this for the sake of the future. I said this thing the very first day Biggie introduced this, and now we are seeing it come to play. This is really unfair, I have to say. Like, people cannot come out and vote. Like, you spend millions of dollars. Some people had to upgrade their packages so that they can actually get to vote for their housemates to be in the house. And then we now see people who they call themselves jury come and then vote another person to still stay in the house, and then the person that was actually voted for is now leaving the house. It's really unfair. I think Big Brother, the organizers of the show, should actually sit down and have a rethink of this, because this is going to actually discourage so many people from voting. I cannot be voting and then at the end of the day, my vote does not count. Exactly, it doesn't count. This is the same situation we're seeing ourselves in Nigeria. We go outside, we vote, we chant, we do everything. At the end of the day, our votes don't count. This is exactly what is happening. And it's really, 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 really unfair. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
I say, you know what? This disrespect is getting out of hand. You know what? If it's not about tax or anything, I don't want to keep this friendship. Let's just leave it like this.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button, and also let me know your thoughts about today's live eviction. So today's live eviction came, and then Ebuka, in his usual way, had to ask the housemates some questions. So he asked Ike how his reign was and how he treated the housemates and all of that. And Ike, in his usual way, now you know Ike is always saying, Ike is just Ike. He didn't give anything tangible. He didn't give any response. It was just there. So he moved on to White Money, asking White Money what he has to say in regards to what Sisi said. Basically, Sisi is saying that White Money wants a relationship with him, and then Cross, on the other hand, is saying that, oh, they shouldn't talk to Sisi. And White Money actually explained himself out, saying, no, what he meant is Sisi had actually insulted him and Cross, and he just had to put her in a clear place based on, yes, I'm going to only talk to you when it has to do with that, because the insult has been coming currently, has been happening so much. Then they moved over to Bbnaija, asked Bbnaija what her problem was with Ike, and she said, well, everything was moving on. But one thing that actually struck out for me was when Ebuka actually asked Neo, who is her cousin, what's up with Bbnaija and Adekunle. So apparently Neo went to meet Adekunle, or went to meet Bbnaija, like, to actually understand what's going on, and Adekunle is like, oh no, this is not a good time to talk. And Neo, in his own defense, said, well, it's surprising that Adekunle can actually have a say in what's actually happening between him and his cousin, based on, we are family, so you don't even know what's going on, so can you just move aside? I love that Adekunle was able to actually hold Bbnaija based on, okay, I don't think this is the right time to say anything, because Bbnaija was willing to actually spill so much. I feel Adekunle did well by not allowing Bbnaija to say anything. So Ebuka introduced the jury. We had three juries as usual. We had Teddy A, we had Diana. It was really fun to see Diana again, and then we had Lekon. So these three jury were the ones that actually gave the verdict of who goes home. So Teddy A is actually from Double Wahala. We had Diana, who is from Level Up season, that's last year's season, and then we had Lekon, who was actually the winner of the lockdown edition season. So the juries were giving the bottom two housemates to actually decide who gets to leave the house, unlike last week where the bottom three were given to the juries. But this time around we have just two names given to the jury, and the bottom two we had as Seyi and Uriel. So the juries decided that it's Uriel that's going to leave the house, and unfortunately the jury's decision is the final decision at this point in time. Our votes don't count. So at the end of the day, we saw Ebuka everything Uriel out of the house, and see Seyi feeling so pompous, feeling so big, like, oh yes, he has a fan base and all that. We're going to see the way Seyi is going to run his mouth this week, not knowing that if only it was based on the votes of the fans that he would have been out of the house since last week. Like, I don't know, let me know what people think about this jury thing. But if you ask me this whole jury thing should be scrapped completely. There is no way sentiment will not play out, because it's really unfair that we get to vote, and then because the jury, one of the jury or all of the jury are having issues with one particular person, or because they are not friendly with one person, then they get to vote that person out. Meanwhile, it's not based on what millions of people have stood for and voted for. It's really unfair. I don't know who brought about this whole jury thing. I think it should be scrapped. I think they should look into it. And what I would actually suggest is, even if they want to do like a jury, what the jury should do is, when the housemates have nominated or have saved, based on, have saved one person from the whole eviction, from the whole nomination process, what they can now do is the jury will now give the jury an opportunity to save one more person. I feel that is what they can do. Then leave the other housemate for us to vote. It's as simple as that. Why are you now making things difficult for us? Like, it's so discouraging, like, for us to vote. I'm really, really discouraged, and I've gone through so many social media pages, and some people are really discouraged with the whole voting, with the whole eviction process. Some people are discouraged, saying they're not going to vote again. Who is going to lose at the end of the day? It's not like we, the fans, there's anything special coming to our pocket. At the end of the day, what's the name, DSTV or whatever, they're going to be the ones to lose, because if so many people stop voting, they're not getting money. So I don't know, they should actually look into this whole jury thing and try to twist it, change it, and let the fans' opinions be the final be the final verdict. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video, and have a nice day. Bye.
That's just a complicated question, but I think with Bbnaija, we always have maybe some miscommunication issues. We're good now, but it was just a few miscommunication issues that